What's up? What's up? This is another episode of Speak On It. I'm the host of Life Changer. I got my boy Vet in the building. You know what I'm saying? But before we get started, I want to give a shout out to Cash App, Spotify, Apple Music, Tidal, all that good stuff, man. Come get me, man. Shout out to my boy Joe Budden Network. He just dropped the network. Shout out to my boy Joe Budden. So, you know what I'm saying? I got my boy in the building. We're going to chop it up, man. You know what I'm saying? I heard he at a high level with this investing stuff, so he going to break that down to us, you know what I'm saying? But before we go there, where it all started at? Like, how did you, I ain't gonna even ask you, how did you get to that point where you like doing what you're doing yet? Take us back to the childhood, like inside the house, like mom, dad, like how was life coming up? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Straight. Yeah, man, life was interesting, man. So, dad was, he was gone. Yeah, he was locked up since before I can remember. You know what I mean? Just me, moms, and 4 sisters.
So you the only boy?
Yeah, I'm the youngest, and I'm the only boy.
Dang, and the youngest.
Yes, that was crazy. Yeah, we was po. Yeah, we was po. And that's where
When you say po, what you mean by po? Is we talking about like the struggle, like? Oh,
I'm talking about the real life struggle.
Like the real life dark places.
I'm talking about
you'll never forget.
Yeah. I'm talking about no curtains on the windows and blinds broken and you don't know what you're gonna eat today.
Y'all had sheets on the window?
Yeah, sheets on the window.
No, that was real.
Yeah.
That was real. You had sheets on the window. That was real.
Yeah, we had sheets.
On the
and then like in the summertime, the house was like, it was big. It was a 2-family flat converted.
To a one.
But it was a Section 8. I didn't even know what that means till later. But
yeah.
We had no central air. We had one air conditioner on the main floor. So in the summertime, you had to be in these 2 rooms, so you'd be hot.
Dang.
That's how we had like few rooms, but like they wouldn't never. In the wintertime, they were too cold.
So how mom navigate through that?
I mean, looking back at it, she did her thing. 4 of us, you know what I'm saying? She did her thing. Looking back at it, it was hard. Job to job. We have, stepfather come in. We had a stepfather later. Then we all started working early. But everybody was like,
had to get out and get it.
Start getting it.
Do you think that what created the hustle in you?
Most definitely. Because it was like once I seen the money, I seen it, and I was like, yo, this can give me some to eat. I can get some China, or this can give me some food, some snacks, whatever I want.
Do you ever question yourself? Saying, if Dad would have been here, it would have turned out different?
I had thoughts, but I don't question God, so I don't regret nothing. I'm just thankful for the blessings. You know what I mean?
Was it times where you fell into dark places because Dad went there? Because it's like where my dad did, or you had homeboys who had dads, and then you like, dang.
Yeah, see, he was locked up, so I didn't really get a connection to him until I was around 8 years old. But I was like. Where
Dad at now?
He died.
He did.
Mm-hmm, yeah. So it's like one of those things where I'm not emotionally attached to, because we was like,
I wasn't emotionally
connected.
Connected, right?
Yeah, I probably. In my lifetime, we probably had about 120 calls, 130 at the most.
Dang.
And I seen him about 10 or 12 times, if that might be exactly right, in person. Because we just drive 2 or 3 hours away. Nobody was doing that.
Yeah.
So, and then we like got into it for a few years, because like when I was like 11, I ain't talked to him for like 2 years, 12, 13, something. I was acting up, and he was trying to discipline me.
And you like, you ain't been there. You know what I'm saying? You ain't been there.
You ain't here, bro. What you mean? Like, if you know so much, why you ain't out here with me? And that's something, that's where I started to having to grow up fast, to think for myself. You know what I mean? Because that's when I learned early that you gotta be responsible for your actions. How you gonna tell me what to do? You ain't here.
That's true. That's true. I think it's just hard for fathers to really be effective in their son's life if they not connected. My son, I have to be there. I have to, because I know tomorrow not promised, and I know that any moment, everything that I taught you, you have to use that. You know what I'm saying? So I know I just, every time I'm with him, it's a precious moment. Like it's a teaching moment, is a grateful moment, is a humbling experience. Like, so I understand what you're saying, and it's me and Ari that lost that, but it go hand in hand. You could use it as motivation, or you could You know what I'm saying?
These are the
So what
skills.
is it? What is some of the things that mom said that kept you afloat? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, was it like you got to push through that? You got to get through that? Was it like where the motivation come from, mom?
Me and my mom, we had like a more of a friendly connection.
Yeah.
And it was more of a friendly connection because she knew that I would be a man one day. So she didn't have much to really say or teach me, just because we didn't have much. So she was like, she didn't know what to do. She was a young mom, so she really know what to say or what to do. I can't blame her, but she was more like, go to school, get a job, stay out of troubles. That's about it. But
Just the norm.
yeah, it wasn't nothing she was really quite seeing, because I started disobeying all that. School, everything she
Right,
said.
and a lot of us, we do that when dad in jail or not in our life like he's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? My dad was in our life the whole time, but it was times where he was locked up maybe.
Yeah.
And we just do whatever we want, like I guess that's what it is with boys.
Well, from my point was, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was around my friends and my homies and, the streets real early. So it was like, I'm around, I can hang around. Because my mama let me. She didn't go play with the kids, but we can do whatever we want, daddy. So it started with real young, like you said, that wasn't no present there to discipline. So when I was out there, I was seeing what the norm. So the guy 14, 15, 16, he got all this money and he's still out here all day. I'm going to school for what? So I can live like this? You know what I mean?
It didn't make sense.
None of it made sense. So I was just trying to figure it out and grasp, like, it didn't make sense. What I'm going to school for, he out here, all his shoes clean. He got a load of money. So I was like, yeah.
Have you ever been locked up?
I never did more than 24 hours.
Wow.
Yeah. Thank God. But I was like, we were so poor that when I ever did something, if I was to get in trouble, who was gonna help me?
So I can't get in trouble.
I can't get caught.
Dang.
I ain't got lawyer fees. I ain't got nothing. I'm gone. People going to jail, they're like, yeah, my mom buying me out. Mom did what? Boy, if I go to jail, your mom buying 700, you ain't gonna see me for 7 years.
Oh, me. That's real though. Because that's the type of stuff my mom used to say, you get locked up, I ain't gonna be able to come get you. You see, I can't come get you. So
And I can do when the laws put them hands on you.
Oh, me.
That song came out, I'm like, oh, wait a minute.
Oh, me. That's real though. That's facts, man. That's facts. I used to tell my brother and them, hey, look, we struggling out here. You get locked up, bro. Don't be just blowing my phone up saying, put these on my books. I was struggling before you went in, man. Like, what? You know what I'm saying? That's real though. So moving forward, where do it start at with the investing?
It started second, third grade. Then it was like, I think it started when we wanted some bikes. We couldn't afford bikes. And this dude used to ride bikes. He was so cold riding bikes. And then he could ride a wheelie from one corner to the next. Wheelie. He was like, dang, bro, teach us. I'm like, all right. He brought another bike over. And he was like, all right, come to my house. He go in his basement. He got 20, 30 bikes. I was like, how the hell? He's like, come on. He gave everybody a bike. And we went to the Goodwill. It was like $5, $10, $20. And he'd take them and fix them up, paint them, color them. They was hard. I was like, dang, this is crazy. I want a bike. And how do we get some money? He was like, usually I just like stand at the pump gas and ask people can I pump their gas and take allowance and save up. I had to sell Pokemon cards. I was like, this shit is so smart.
Right. At the time, you like, man, that's smart as a mug without getting in trouble.
Man, I went to that.
Because I couldn't get in trouble.
Went to that gas station. I was there, like a job. You come to the sales.
How much the most money you made while doing that?
Man, at the most day you ever had like a $50 day. But
That's a real good day.
Yeah, you
$50.
Yeah, you will get $20 maybe, but then you save it for 2 or 3 days to get the bike. 40, 50, 60, 10, $20, what time, depending on what bike you want. So by the time you hit your money, you hit $20. Because most people gonna tell you no. They in the city, they ain't got no money either. But you're gonna have them ones, and you're gonna have them people that's them days, them Fridays, they get checks. You gotta start learning the days, the weather, all that stuff started calculating. So I was
Dang.
like, it was crazy.
I created a system.
So that turned into that pumping gas turned into shoveling snow turned into selling candy at school. And if I could make some money, if it could make money, I was doing it. And then when I got out of school, I was doing things I wasn't supposed to be doing. You know what I'm saying?
To get money.
Yeah. So
where did the investing start? Like that, it started there. The mindset of being a entrepreneur and an investor, because you wanted to invest in that bike, and whatever you was gonna do to that bike, you could flip it, you could do whatever you want, get more money, go back to the gas station, make more money, like, and you just investing, right? So like, who gave you your first opportunity with the trading and all this stuff?
So what happened with that was that I was working the job. We was making a lot of money at the Westin, making a lot of money. And I was like, dawg, we getting older though. Like the first year was fun, second year was like sick, third year was like, hey man, I'm gonna be like older though.
Yeah.
Like, it's all is up from here. And then you're making so much money that no job can compare to it once you leave her. You know what I mean? For a person like me, like I'm making enough where I'm making so much off paper because of tips. I'm making so much off paper that valet off paper that I don't know where I can go from here. So what happened was, it's a true story. I never told this part, but I was
Speak on it. Speak on it.
This is never spoken. You know what I'm saying? I hope I don't lose no endorsements, but you know what I'm saying? It's past. I think I made time now. So yeah, what happened was originally that I wanted to buy weed off the dark web. I wanted a plug. I ain't never had a plug in the hood, and the plugs
Right.
ganking you, middleman you.
There you
just
go.
Too
you
much.
you want a solid plug.
They got it on the dark web. You can order it. Oh, let me try this. So to order to get on the dark web for me and new people, when I learned, you got to use what's called Bitcoin at this time. I'm like, what's this? So I take my check. I'm gonna take one. So my tips, it's nothing.
You turn it into Bitcoin.
I'm buying me some Bitcoin. So the original was like, I think like 1,100 or something, 1,700, anywhere between them floating. I put my 1,100, 1,200 in so I can buy my weed. But now I gotta learn how to use it, transfer it, VPNs, lock. Like they asking me all this stuff. I'm like, what the? I just learned.
I just
Bitcoin.
want to just do this and get
All
what
the
I'm gonna
clicks
get.
to me. Not that simple. So by the time I end up figuring it out, like a week or two, to really understand the dark web and how to use it, I looked at my account, my Bitcoin account said 3,000, 34, 3,500. I was like, this made a mistake. Click, send, reverse, sell account.
You said what you do?
I did the reverse to get the money back in my account to see if they made a mistake. I wanted to pull it out, I wanted to see who made an error.
Yeah, you trying to see, is this my money or is this something like?
So I was like, dang, whoa, it's crazy. I made some money. So then I was like, what's Bitcoin?
So it reversed back in your account, the whole 3,000 or
The
something?
3,000. I made 300, something like that. It went triple in like a week and a half, 2 weeks. I was like, what just happened? Bitcoin was going from like 1,700, 23, 25, 400, 4,000, 57, 63. So I'm in and out. So I'm like, what the hell? So I'm like, put some more in there. Pull out. I'm like, this is just crazy. Unfollow everybody on the internet. Bitcoin.
What you do?
Unfollow everybody on the internet.
Why you do that?
I wanted to, because they had like communities on Twitter, and this was before you can have a little list. They had communities where you could literally just like type in what you want to see. Bitcoin. I'm just following people. If you're not talking about Bitcoin and cryptocurrency, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see no clubbing. I don't want to see nothing. I'm getting older.
Dang.
I don't want to see none of that. I don't want to see none of it. I want to see only what I want. My eye on the prize. I want to learn about this. This is something new. It's technology. You can use it. It's gonna be the new cash.
And quite frankly, you just seen what it could do. So we not talking about what it could do.
Bam. So I go full-fledged into Bitcoin. And I mean, cryptocurrency all in general. And I'm making investments. Some of these people you follow, they be like, a new ICO. This ICO gonna be good. And these YouTubers. And I'm like, okay. So I put in free brands in there, free money. I'm working at the Westin. I'm using that 2,000-3,000 to 10,000, 10 to 40 in days. Yeah, I'm like, oh shit, I gotta tell my peoples about this.
Right, I'm on to something.
I call everybody, tell them about Bitcoin, crypto. We talking about it.
Some people not believing, some people believing, some people acting, you know.
We riding it. We get up. One of my brothers invested. He invested 19,000, and it got ugly. It was getting ugly. I mean, he invested at 17,000. It went to 19,000, and then went back down to like 15,000.
Because it could go down.
Yeah. So and it got ugly because he invested like two of them, 2 Bitcoins, so like 32,000. So he had lost what, like 8,000 or something in like days. So I was like, let me pull this out, brother. Like I was like, I don't know what I'm doing. I ain't, but this one, it's so high, it might never come back. So it went all the way down to like 10,000, but he said pull out. I was like, you just go back up. But I didn't know what I was doing. So I took all my profits off. I made a lot. We took his loss out. He was like, what I'm supposed to do?
Right.
I don't know what I'm doing right now. I'm just
There you go. I'm just in here doing it.
And some people made some money, so I had to figure out the real reason with crypto why I had stepped away for a while, because it's like the Wild Wild West, man. Like it's no regulations. You know what I mean?
People going crazy.
There's no regulations. So you can do, when I get by the end of this interview, you'll understand what I mean by manipulation and everything in the markets. So it was so much manipulation. I just started studying it, understanding all the control I didn't have and how dangerous it was. So
Yeah.
people who I was following, the same people I was following, some of them accounts, dude turned 50,000 to 4 million. But 4 million to zero. Somebody stole all his coins. Wiped all his account. And he can't do nothing about it. Nobody can do nothing about it.
You can't even find it or do nothing about it.
Nothing.
So that's the risk that we taking getting with Bitcoin.
Yeah.
Right there.
So with Bitcoin, it's a decentralized. So it is no government. You can't govern it. It's peer to peer. It only works because we say it works. That's what Bitcoin.
And when it start working, that's because of everybody got off of Bitcoin.
Yeah, that would be the thing. Yeah, so it's gonna be around for a long time.
Right.
The people that believe in it, it's gonna be around. But the value may go down, or may go up. I mean, to make the whole entire world come in. They switch the currency. I don't know. It's Wild Wild West. But so say you you got $100,000 in your account.
Yeah.
Bank account. You get drunk, okay, you forget everything somehow. We don't know. And you can hopefully show your birth certificate, ID, social security, a lawyer, somebody can get you into your account.
Yeah.
And let's say you do that with Bitcoin. Kiss it bye. It's gone. Stop. Don't cry about spilled milk. It's over.
You might as well move on right now.
It's gone. You can't get into it. The same protection is like it's pros and cons. You can't hack it. There's no back door. Nothing. It's unhackable for like it's unhackable.
So where do it go? You don't know?
It's peer to peer. It go to peer to peer. It's always to somebody.
So if your money disappear, where do it go?
Some people their money got locked in their keys. They can't access their keys. It's impossible to hack that key.
To get in there.
Yeah, if you don't got these passwords. So some people when they do get the hack, it's not the technology or it's not Bitcoin, it's them. So when Bitcoin first came out, they was using
so that money will still be just sitting there then.
Yeah. So it's one dude had got like 1,000 Bitcoins right now on the drive. He threw it away. And then when Bitcoin went to 17,000, this dude literally was in the junkyard, in the trash yard, going through bags looking for a key. Because he had roughly like 100, I can't do the math, I think like 170 million, something like that.
He had like 170 million and he threw the thing away.
Yeah. And that's what I was like, so I'm clumsy. I'm not organized, nothing. So I'm forgetful.
So how you so good at it? What you do?
I switched from cryptocurrency to trading. That's when I started learning trading. Because I want my money to be in an environment where it's regulated, it's secured. I want some security, so I can call. Hello? If I lose my account, like that was the question. Is this trading real? So, that's when I started to dive into trading, investing, and trying to get to the next level. So that's where my journey began with the crypto ending for me. So I kind of pulled back from crypto. Really wasn't super heavy on it as much as I was, unless I needed it.
Right, and then you went to what's the name of it again?
What's that? London?
No, you went to trading.
Trading. Yeah.
Yeah. So you went to trading, and trading, you blew up with the trading, right?
Yeah.
So that's what you're doing right now.
Yeah. So trading. Yeah. Essentially, I learned technical analysis, learned how to trade, and learn how to read charts to get in and out to take profits daily, weekly, monthly.
So if I wanted, don't mean to cut you off, if I wanted to start trading, what would be the first thing you tell me?
Let's go.
And then I'll be like, okay, what I start doing? He
Okay.
said, let's go. I'm hollering. Let's go for real.
Yeah. So right now I'm working on a course, a program to teach people how to trade from A to Z, from every step, from what it is, how it works, all the basics to the advanced.
Okay, how it works.
How it works. Trading, technical analysis, man. You buy low, sell high. That's the first rule. Buy low, sell high, right? You heard it before, right? So that's why I started with the story, because you buy the candy low, you sell it high. You buy the chips, you buy the shovel, then you sell the product. So it's always been investing. So everything got a market. And then I teach you how to read these markets, what's called charts and data that don't change. And you can, every market has data, from NASDAQ to corn to oil. I guess a better time when, if you say you had owned a private jet and you wanted to fuel your jets, you know what time to buy your fuel. So hey, that oil is cheap. It's $20 right now. Give me 1,000 barrels versus that oil being $30. You want 1,000 barrels. That's 30,000. You just save $10,000 by knowing when to buy. So
That's tough.
every market, you can use technical analysis in every market and kind of get ahead. So right now, the housing market for me is too high. I buy low, sell high. I don't buy high, right? So I'm waiting until that market comes down to buy houses. So I'm not buying properties in the last few years because the housing market been too strong. So you learn how to read charts, you learn how to read data, and you become a technical analysis. But yeah, I teach you, I give you free sites, I give you books. McKinney has all the books I read on there. On my website, you can read all the books for free. You buy them, I did. You can go to Baby Pips to learn for free, or you can get like a mentor or somebody. So I essentially want to teach people the ins and outs before they get scammed.
That's tough.
Because
That's tough, man.
You know, it's an industry where if you don't learn the knowledge, they'll take everything from you. Either the scammers, the market, you'll make a mistake or error. So I always tell people the first investment you make is in yourself. You know what I'm saying? The time, put the time in, read the books, YouTube it, Google it, and learn what you want to learn. Or find a mentor, do a site, courses, it's a lot.
Yeah, that's good, bro. So what made you want to start teaching? Like, where the teaching come from at? Because, like, you can do this thing yourself, and you can make money off of it yourself, and you can invest when the right time is right, and you can just sit back and do it yourself and be in the game. But what made you start saying, I have to give back to people? People need to know this.
Right. So, man, I just always want, my philosophy in life is that I live my life by giving people what I didn't have, giving what I didn't have. You know what I mean? So even for my kids, I'm a great daddy because I didn't have a daddy. You know
That's
what I mean?
tough. That's tough, man.
Because I want them to experience that. So even when I don't feel like it's like, you ain't have one, do this, do that. And I'm a great brother to my homies because I have a brother. You know what I mean? So it's always what I didn't have. So I didn't have a teacher. I don't have a mentor, none of that. And I know how hard it was, how much it cost me
To get one.
to learn. It cost a lot to learn.
To learn.
For me paying for courses, YouTube, losing, being myself. So I essentially was like, yo, I'm gonna put this out there for people who ever want it. Like, I barely marketed it. We've been up for almost a year now, about a year and 3 months. But the COVID hit, so I had started right before, 3-4 months before COVID, teaching. So like really teaching people here. So.
And you had a lot of people.
Yeah.
You teaching.
Yeah.
So is you like charging them people? Like is like a fee to be in the class?
Yeah. So we got 3 tiers. We got 3 tiers. We got a really cheaper one, fair price, so that people can just really learn the knowledge.
Entry level type.
Yeah, learn the knowledge. We got one that's more. If you got more money and you want more speed, you got more time. Here. So it's all really based up on you. And if you want the fastest time, if somebody put me like, yo, did you put in 5 days, baby?
Yeah.
Well, I got a price for you. You know, and it's just because some people want it fast, some people, and everybody at a different point in your life. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like comparison is the thief of joy. So I don't want nobody comparing what this person doing, because this person, we tell a story about this dude who first traded. He traded his first month of trade. He took 5,000 to 250,000 in a month.
Dang.
But that 5,000 to him was like $5 to you, $50 to you. His daddy owned oil, $1 billion company. All his brothers and sisters was doctors and lawyers. He just wanted to prove he could do this thing, make money too. So he became a trader.
Yeah.
So, but he had a lot of money. So that's an advantage, you know what I mean? So
Yeah.
if you got more money, then
It's easier.
some stuff get easier. So yeah. So he put a lot of money into his knowledge at a quicker speed. So, but he also had money to lose.
Yeah.
So if he lost that 5,000, he wouldn't have cried.
Nah, he wouldn't have cried. I would have lost that 5,000. I would have cried. Yeah, I would have cried.
Somebody getting other good.
So what? Like, so is that the reason why you go out of town so much?
No, I'm just building and networking, sort of kind of. I'm building networking with the people who want to be a part of it. Some people do want to learn when I'm out of town, but I'm gonna take it to a next level, and I'm gonna have it in all different cities.
Is this a company? Like, is this a company?
This is just the base. So this is just the first phase.
The foundation of it.
Yep, this is the first phase. When we want to build on top of the company, essentially, that's why people always like, why don't you name it with something with Forex? So it's called Vet Academy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
All the greats had a school name after them. And I just started my own.
Oh, that's what's up.
Thurgood, Marshall, Obama, all of them got schools. So I called it Vet Academy, and it's like, well, why don't you name it with something with Forex? That's not the basic of it. You know what I'm saying? The basics, the foundation is the Forex, but essentially we want to teach people how to photography, how to do their business, their credit. Everything that you say, man, they should have taught us this in school. I ain't never used Pythagorean theory. They should have taught me how credit. Well, it ain't too late to learn. You know what I mean?
Right,
Like,
yeah.
Why stop the education? So let's give them a place. I didn't have that place. Nobody taught me about credit. My APR for my first call was 27%.
Dang.
I was paying like $500, $600 a month for a Grand Prix, and I put 5,000 down.
He said, and I put 5,000 down. I'm hollering. You must got that from the east side. On me, Cahokia. Hey, I put 5,000 down.
Hey, man, nobody taught me. So them mistakes, that's costly.
Yeah.
Essentially, I'm paying $25,000, $30,000 for that car. And then people just go, and if I don't make it, they're gonna repo it. And that's on my record. My credit got shot twice. So it's like, we missing a lot of stuff. So I wanna put out there for you to learn. Because people are like, yeah, my kids can go to college and they're gonna be successful. What you quitting for? You got time.
Right, yeah.
You make it. Because then your kids.
You think because you grown now,
Yeah.
life done passed you up?
Right.
Life right in front of you.
It's right now. Once you go learn it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I put that out there so people won't give up. People won't learn. So when the school is going to teach photography again. You name it, we're going to teach it.
That's tough, man. I'm looking forward to it. That's dope.
This is just the first phase because I can control it. I'm the teacher. I'm teaching everything. I'm breeding teachers, and I got a few teachers up under me now. It's just the first phase.
That's what I was about to ask you. Do you have a team?
Yeah. Now I have a team.
Now you got a team. How do it feel to have a team because you was doing it by yourself for so long?
Man, it's amazing.
Is it easier? Is it like a relief?
It never gets easier. It gets harder.
It get harder?
Yeah.
The deeper you go in it?
It never gets easier. So, yeah, some people think it's a destination. Success is a journey, though. 'Cause it never gets easier. It gets harder. Now you got employees, you got legal fees, you got legal conversations you need to have. You got to make all these decisions, all these emotions, all these time. You deal with a lot. But you know what I'm saying? If it's worth it, I tell you that it get worth.
Have you ever been a numbers guy though?
Yeah.
You always kind of been a numbers guy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was.
I don't think you could deal with that type of stuff if you ain't a numbers person, man.
We got a way to make the numbers disappear and make it real simplified. When I tell you we make it, they tell me if you can't make it simple for like a kid, if a kid can't understand it, don't do it. I can show you a video of my daughter telling you it's finna buy. And she 4 or 5. She 4.
What?
And she'll say, it's finna go up. So I put it in front of the charts. Or my oldest daughter can tell you what an asset and liability is. You know what I mean? I didn't know what asset and liability was until I read Rich Dad Poor Dad.
Hey, that's real though.
Yeah.
That's real, man.
My daughter can tell you that now. So, yeah, I break it down. So, because people give me the excuse, oh, I'm not a number guy. I'm not a tech person. I don't know how to use a computer.
We'll teach you.
We got all that. I got students from anywhere from 18, 19, 21, all the way up into 60. 60-year-olds learning how to trade and doing good.
So do you think it's something that we must tap into?
Like I said,
Because a lot of times we miss stuff, and by the time we get involved in it or get hooked on to it, it be too late. It's like other cultures then already then tapped into it and then mastered it.
We left it. Yeah. But like I said earlier, even if you're not just investing, sitting into computer investing, you have an understanding of the market, and everything have a market. The reason why your gas prices, the reason you should buy when you should buy your gold, your jewelry, it's a market. Gold is at an all-time high right now. You shouldn't be buying right now.
Because of little baby.
He's because of little baby.
And they got 20 chains, man.
So gold is at an all-time high. So we gotta fix that. I mean, we gotta let you know that you shouldn't be buying jewelry right now. You might, if you're a rapper and you getting signed today, wait. It's gonna go back down. But if you buy now, your Rolex gonna cost 45. But in 2 years, it's gonna cost 20. So if you buy for 40, you lose.
You buy for 20, you win because you can sell for 40.
So just the knowledge.
Hold on, I'm learning this trading stuff right now.
Yeah, so just the knowledge will help anybody in whatever they're doing.
Yeah.
In whatever you're doing to understand the markets and what's happening. It's the reason why cars come out this time. It's the reason why music is released. Everything has a market.
That's tough.
It's the reason why the big artists are released at the end of the year, and the Grammy come out in June, and dates. Everything has a market. And if you learn how to master the markets, you can kind of roll with the wave. So they call it riding waves, and the market moves in waves. So I mean, it's so intertwined with life and education. Trading is transforming. It's transforming. It made me more patient. It made me like ride the lows and come with it. It made me be able to withstand the storm. And I think it's powerful. I think it's enlightening for a lot of people.
That's tough, bro. So moving forward, what can we be looking for? Like you said, y'all got some good stuff coming.
Yeah. So whenever the world opens back up, looking for the classroom settings to
More
go
class.
biggest, the live-in sessions to come back, more seminars, motivational speaking, school, events, community service. We want to get out, give back, not just talk about it, be about it.
That's tough.
You know, so look for us at the picnics, the parks, the parades, and really giving back to the community and showing who we are and what we represent to try to get more people to join.
What's your personal goal that's set
Moving
moving forward, like in trade and Forex, whatever you want to call it? Like, what's is it another goal that's set for you?
My first goal is to make 1,000 people to make 6 figures a year. That's my first goal. And after that,
And that's a personal goal, but
Yeah.
that's for somebody else.
yeah,
That's tough, man.
Yeah.
That's good. That's why you gonna be all right. Yeah, that's why you gonna be all right there.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that's where I go, man. I really want to see people change their life, man. Like I want to see people. Like I always say that it's like modern day slavery. We don't give you enough to eat and sleep. Like in slavery, they gave you somewhere to eat and sleep. Might be the worst food, but we still getting worse food. It's just got two golden arches.
There you go. Or it's got it's colored.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
So we still getting the same treatment. It's just designed different now.
There you go.
So I want people to essentially be free out. That's the Underground Railroad. Come get free, you know, because you don't get free work. I always tell people, my first thing we go to the seminars to do, I always tell people, pull out a calculator. Come on, let's do it. Pull out a calculator. Come on.
Pull out a calculator.
That's when we do at the seminar. If you're at home, you can do this.
Pull out the calculator.
All right. Take how much you make an hour, or you most you made an hour.
Oops.
Times that by 40.
You want me to show them my pay rate?
No.
Dang, bro.
I
I'm
want you
finna
to
say
show
you scan.
I want them to do that home. Times that by 40.
Times this by 40.
That's a work week. All right. Times that by 4.
Times this by 4.
Mm-hmm. Times that by 12.
That's how much I make a year.
Okay. Now times that by 40.
Times this by 40. Nah, I'm lost.
Okay. Don't show the number.
Don't show me the number.
Don't show them the number.
Oh, okay.
All right. That's how much you'll make in 40 years, right?
This is how much I'll make in 40 years, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
40 years. That's how much a Lambo costs.
How much a Lambo cost?
1.5 or 500, 300,000. Is your life worth the car? Is your life worth the car?
Hell no, my life ain't worth no car. My life worth way more than the car.
So why are you working for a Lambo? Even at the end of this 40 years, you couldn't buy that Lambo with taxes and everything.
You said it was 350. This more than that. This more than 350,000. But that's majority of it.
You can only buy a Lambo. And when I say that, because you don't got the money for the maintenance, you don't got the money for the plates, you ain't got the money to put the motherfucker in a house, a gated community. You ain't got the money to get the second car to keep the miles low on a Lambo. You can't just get that and buy a Lambo. You gotta have everything with it. The gated community, cameras on there.
Another car to back the Lambo up.
The land, and another car, maybe 3. You ain't got 3 cars, you shouldn't really have a Lambo. So my point is that somebody out there got that on their wrist. Somebody got that in their pocket. Somebody got that in their garage. Why not us? We don't got that motivation. You know what I mean?
So and they got that without 40 years.
So that's right now. It's my pull.
I might not even live another 40 years to see that.
So I'm like, okay. So when people argue with me, so what if I pull up right now, give you a Lambo and say, yeah, you just worked for me for 40 years. Here, keep this car. You worked for me for 40 years, 40 hours a day.
Do you think people will say, okay?
Nobody would.
Well, we got some dumbfounded people that be like, yeah, I worked for you for 40 years for a Lambo.
For 40? No.
Nobody will say that though. Dang, that's deep, man.
So
that's deep, man.
So why do we just stick in to work for hours? Why don't we own the company? It's a lot of the company, man. I mean, it's a lot. You can sell trash bags. You can sell fence. They rent fences. So when the new construction comes, they gotta put a fence up. Guess what you call it? Rent a fence. Like everything need a business, and it's always ever changing. Technology, Ubers, Airbnbs. Airbnbs was a company. Then they created companies for independent people. And then people, you know what I mean? So it's ways to make a living. You just gotta look for them.
That's tough, man.
You just gotta look for them. So this was essentially what the academy is starting to make. I mean, you're an entrepreneur. Like you finna be getting paid for YouTube. You finna be getting paid for hosting fees. All of that is finna be going off of you starting to jump out there and follow your dreams. So you can teach somebody, hey, look, I started, this is how I started. I had one camera, you had 2 cameras, I had 1 mic, you was on hold, and you can just give them the story and somebody like, I can do that. We all can't be Cam Newton and Jason Tatum. You know what I'm saying? LeBron James. We can't all be that.
Somebody gotta work for it.
Somebody gotta.
That's tough, man. So we got the school coming, we got more classes when everything open back up. You wanna see people change. I applaud you, bro. I applaud you, bro. Because at the end of the day, we all life changers, man. And that's the reason why I say that. Because we all life changers for real.
man.
You just changed my life. You know what I'm saying? What you just did on my phone and showed me, that just motivated the hell out of me. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, whenever that moment come, man, be a life changer, man. Because you never know when that moment coming.
It's coming.
And it was one of them moments that, like a couple seconds ago. You know what I'm saying? So that's what we all is. We all life changers at the end of the day, man. And I appreciate you, man.
I appreciate you for having me, man. Thank you so much,
For
man.
real, I appreciate you for dropping them gems, man. People need that, and people need to tap into that investing in that side of the world, because I don't want the other coaches to master that and we be lost or we be left behind. And you right there, you know what I'm saying? And you know, and you educated and everything. So, yeah, man.
It's a long journey, man. We still on the journey. We still learning. We still moving.
This is another episode of Speak On It, man. I'm the host of Life Changer, man. My boy Vic. Get with him, man. Tell them where they can follow you at and all that.
Oh yeah, betmckinney.com. It has links to all my websites. I'm Bet McKinney on across all the social medias, Twitter, Instagram. It's just Vet, VET, MCKINEY.
Get in, my boy, man. Until next time, I'm gonna drop another hit bang on y'all, man. Another episode, special guest, man, coming soon. All right, till next time.